Are you stressed, anxious, or angry? Hang on, because I've got my top 10 self soothing techniques I want to share with you. Hopefully, one of them will calm you down. Number one, box breathing. You've probably heard of this before. You take a deep breath for 4 counts. So, deep breath in, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4. So I'm not going to breathe this time. You breathe and I'll count. Okay. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4. Do you feel a little calmer? Can you see how it slows down your breathing? Even just counting and making it more intentional will slow it down, bring your heart rate down, and help you to calm. If that doesn't work, number two is I give myself a hug. All right, ready? Raise your right arm, then put your left hand under your right arm, and then bring your right hand around your shoulder and give yourself a big hug. There's Esmeralda. My dog, she heard I needed a hug and she had to come. Number three, create a calming mantra. I used to be really scared of driving across the Bay Bridge. I had my very first panic attack there, and so I think I associated the bridge with deep fear. So for a long time, every time I would go on the bridge, I would have a panic attack. And I didn't want to have to keep avoiding going on the bridge. So I created a calming mantra to help me get across the bridge. It's only 5 miles. So what I came up with was I am calm and safe on the bridge. I drive calmly and safely across the bridge. And I would just say that over and over to myself until I was across the bridge. So, whatever your situation is, think of a calming mantra that you can repeat to yourself when you encounter it. And if you've enjoyed this content, please like, share, and subscribe. And turn on those notifications too so you know when my next videos come out. All right, number 4, activate unconditional love. That's right. You can activate unconditional love all by yourself. You don't need someone else unconditionally loving you to activate that. So here's the secret. I want you to put one hand on your forehead and one hand on your chest. I think because mothers often stroke babies' heads and babies' chests when they're fussy, that we get this rush of endorphins when we're touched in these places. So you put your hand on your head, you put your hand on your chest, and just breathe. And just wait for that feeling of unconditional love to get triggered. Take a 5-minute vacation. So I realize we can't always walk away from our jobs or our children or whatever. We have responsibility sometimes, and we can be really upset and really stressed out and only have 5 minutes to get away. So I like to take a 5 minute vacation. I just close my eyes and I imagine myself on some beautiful tropical island, watching the waves go in and out. I can feel the sun beaming down on my skin, the birds in the background. And it works. My blood pressure goes down, my heart rate slows. It's amazing. Take a bath. Yes, if you have longer, work's over, the kids are asleep, take a bath. There's nothing like being submerged in warm water. Ugh. Don't have time for a whole bath? Just get some rosewater, put it in a spritzer bottle. Mm. And make sure to inhale deeply as the spritz comes down on your face because the smell activates all kinds of endorphins, just like the touching of the chest and the forehead did. It's amazing. It also has, I read, antidepressant properties. So, rosewater is a great shortcut if you don't have time for a bath. Number 8, ask yourself, what's the worst thing that can happen? Now, I know this might seem counterintuitive because you probably don't want to focus on something bad when you're already feeling badly, right? That would be the logical way to analyze this. But it's really worked for me in some of the most dire situations. I remember back in 2008, I was really down to my last few $100s, and I was considering my options. And I thought, well, what's the worst thing that can happen? Okay, well, I guess my youngest son and I would have to go to a homeless shelter, and that would suck. But then we'd probably end up on some prioritized list for affordable housing, and then we could have affordable housing, and we'd probably never be homeless again. It worked for me. And the other thing about this one is the worst thing rarely happens. And so sometimes if you can just get yourself to name it, it loses its power. Number 9, take a walk in nature, or if you don't have time for that, watch a nature video. There's, I don't know, thousands, maybe tens of thousands, maybe hundreds of thousands of nature videos online now, and you can find one to sit and watch. Now, it might not be as relaxing as actually walking out in nature, but I'm telling you, it feels just like you're outside if you let yourself just get immersed in one of those nature videos. And even better, if you can get out of your house and go walk in nature, uh, it will do wonders, believe me. Number 10, be faithful to yourself. For real, this works. When everything seems dire, if you can just be your very best friend and do what seems like the right thing for you, you're going to be much calmer. When things look really bad, the last thing you need is someone talking crap to you. What you really need is a best friend. What you really need is a confidant. What you really need is a cheerleader. And you can be all those things for yourself. Thanks so much for coming back, Hopeful Tribe. Please share this with someone you think might need it.